Right now, as you sit and read this, you are made of star stuff. Not metaphorically, literally. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you are breathing, all of it was created inside the heart of a dying star. And that star has been dead for billions of years. You already know this, probably. You've heard it before, but you have never actually felt it. Because when you look down at your hand, it feels solid, real, now, yours. It does not feel like the ghost of something that died when your great-great-great ancestors were not even here yet. It does not feel like it came from an explosion so violent that it could scatter matter across light years. But it did. Let's do something simple first. Touch your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That rhythm, that steady percussion of life. That proof that you exist right now in this moment, that is a vibration caused by your heart pushing blood through your body. The blood is red because of iron. Iron. The same iron that would sink in water. The same iron that rusts. The same iron that existed in the core of a massive star 13 billion years ago. That star does not exist anymore. It exploded. The explosion happened before there was a Earth, before there was a solar system, before there was anything familiar at all. And when it exploded, it scattered pieces of itself across space. Those pieces eventually drifted through clouds of gas. They collided with other debris. They gathered. They spun. They became hot. They became our Sunday. And in the dust around our new sun, those same iron atoms gathered again. They crashed together over millions of years. They formed a planet. They formed the Earth. And billions of years later, they were pulled out of the ground, absorbed by creatures that learned to walk upright and became part of you. That journey took longer than your mind can properly hold. The star that created your iron died. Then nothing. Then nothing. Then nothing. For billions of years, nothing. While dinosaurs walked the earth, while they died, while new creatures climbed out of the ocean, while they learned to think, that iron was just there, waiting, part of the ground. Then, one day, just recently, in the history of the universe, it became part of a thinking animal. An animal that could wonder where it came from. You are that animal. And the thing is, this is not special. This is not your iron doing something unique. Every atom in your body has this story. Every single one. The nitrogen that builds your proteins. The phosphorus in your DNA. The potassium that fires the electricity in your brain. All of it came from the death of stars. You are not on this planet. You are part of this planet. And this planet is not floating in empty space. It is made of leftover stellar explosions held together by gravity. And you are made of the same material. That is not poetry. That is physics. When you look up at the night sky and you see a star, that star might be dead already. You are looking at light that left that star years ago, or centuries ago, or millions of years ago. And in all that time, that light has been traveling through complete darkness toward your eyes, just so you could see a point of light. The actual star might have exploded centuries ago. It might be gone. You might be looking at the ghost of something that is no longer there. You might be looking at something that has already failed. Something that has already finished its whole life. And you will never know it. The universe does not send notifications. It does not tell you when something ends. You just look up one night and do not see the light anymore. And you do not know if the star died last year or 1,000 years ago. You just know that at some point, the light stopped. The light from that dead star's explosion, the same explosion that created pieces of what you are made of, that light, has been the loneliest thing. Traveling through absolute nothing for billions of years. Alone. In silence. Never touching anything. Never meeting anything. Just moving forward in the dark. And then it hit your eye. For just a moment, That ancient light became part of your consciousness. You saw it. You became aware of it. For just a moment. Something that was born in the violence of a stellar death, connected with the one animal on this planet that could understand what it meant. You looked up. The light arrived. And then it was gone, passing through you and out into the back of your skull and into your brain. That is the only connection you will ever have with that star. But here is the part that will change everything you think you know about yourself. You do not just contain that star's atoms. You contain them because you are an echo of the same process. Let's pull back. We are going to go backward in time, not far, just 13.8 billion years. We are going to the beginning. In the first moment after the Big Bang, nothing existed. Not even time. Not even space. There was no place for anything to happen. And then, space exploded into being. Time started. And the universe filled with heat so intense that nothing could form. No atoms, no particles, nothing but pure energy. For 300,000 years, this was the universe. A blinding furnace, empty and impossibly hot. Then it cooled enough for something to happen. Electrons and protons fell together. They made atoms. The first atoms ever. The first hydrogen. The first helium. That is it. Those were the only two elements. No carbon, no oxygen, no iron, no calcium. None of the things that made you. None of them existed yet. Picture this. The entire universe was filled with invisible clouds of hydrogen and helium. That was all. Nothing else. No planets. No stars. No life. Nothing but gas in the dark. But gravity was working. Gravity does not sleep. It does not take breaks. It is patient beyond imagination. And so it pulled on those clouds. Slowly. Relentlessly. The gas gathered. It clumped. It grew denser. Across millions of years, and then billions of years, these clouds of gas collapsed in on themselves. And when they became dense enough and hot enough, something new happened. The atoms at the center started to fuse. Hydrogen atoms crashed into each other with so much force that they merged. And when they merged, they made helium. And when they made helium, they released energy. So much energy that the star started to glow. The first star was born. But this star had a problem. It was burning hydrogen, turning it into helium. And one day, it would run out. The core would become helium. The pressure would change, and the star would start to do something desperate. It would start to fuse helium into something heavier. Carbon, oxygen, neon, new elements. Elements that had never existed in the entire history of the universe before. This star was the first to make them. And when it finally collapsed, when its fuel ran out completely, that collapse would be violent. Catastrophic. A supernova. The star would explode, and that explosion would scatter these new elements across space. That explosion would create the shock wave that would trigger new clouds of gas to collapse. And those clouds would become new stars. Hundreds of them. Thousands of them. And around those stars, planets would form. This was the beginning of the cycle that made you. The universe had figured out how to make complexity. One star's death created the seeds for new stars. And those new stars, billions of them over billions of years, kept making heavier and heavier elements. Iron, nickel, copper, zinc. The periodic table kept growing. And with each generation of stars, the universe made more kinds of atoms. Your star, the Sun, was born about 4.6 billion years ago. But it was not the first star. It was born from the debris of at least 2 or 3 previous stars that had already exploded. And each of those stars had made iron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, all the building blocks of life. All of them scattered into the dust cloud that became your solar system. Think about that for a moment. You are made from the ashes of multiple dead stars. Not one, multiple. Your iron comes from one star. Your calcium comes from another. Your carbon comes from a third. The molecules in your body are a physical sample of the funeral remains of stars that died before Earth existed. A single atom of iron in your blood has this weight to it. It was born in the core of a star. It survived the star's explosion. It drifted through space. It collided with billions of other atoms. It formed part of the dust that became Earth. It was incorporated into the planet. It was absorbed from the soil by plants. It was eaten by animals. It was passed from creature to creature. And finally, just recently, in the cosmic sense, it became part of you. That journey is tens of billions of years old. The iron atom is older than the Earth itself. You are carrying atoms that predate the solar system. You are wearing pieces of the ancient universe in your body. And you move through the world as if it is normal. You go to work. You eat lunch. You forget about this. You forget what you are made of. But let's make it real. There are about 7 billion atoms in your body. 7 followed by 27 zeros. That is the number of atoms that are right now, this instant, arranged in a pattern that is conscious, a pattern that is reading, a pattern that thinks about its own existence. Each one of those atoms has a history, even a simple one. Even a hydrogen atom that is part of a water molecule in your cells. That hydrogen atom was made in the Big Bang itself, 13.8 billion years ago. It has not been destroyed. It has not been created. It is the same atom, the very same one. It has just been moved around, combined with other atoms, separated, recombined. But the atom itself is ancient beyond measure. When you drink water, you might be drinking the same water molecules that dinosaurs drank, the same molecules that rained on ancient forests, the same molecules that filled the first ocean. The atoms shuffle around, but they do not disappear. You are literally made of the reused atoms of the ancient Earth and the ancient cosmos. But here is where it gets heavier. The most complex atoms in your body, the ones that make you possible, those had to be made in stars that died violently. Supernovae are not gentle. They are not like candles blowing out. They are explosions, catastrophes. When a massive star dies, it does not just gently release its elements. It detonates. The explosion is so powerful that for a few moments, that single dying star produces more energy than billions of normal stars produce in their entire lifetimes. And in that explosion, something miraculous happens. The explosion is hot enough that new elements can form, not just the ones that already existed in the star, new ones, heavier ones. Iron is made in the core of the dying star, but in the explosion itself, in those final moments of fury, the star creates elements heavier than iron. Cobalt, nickel, copper. These elements are born in the last seconds of the star's existence. They exist for only moments in the star itself. And then the explosion tears the star apart, and these atoms are scattered into space. The star dies, but in its death, it gives birth to complexity. It makes atoms that could never have existed in a calm, peaceful universe. These atoms can only exist in violence. They can only be born in catastrophe. And you are made of them. You contain atoms that were born in the most violent events in the universe. Atoms that were forged in the death throes of stars that were millions of times more massive than our Sunday. Atoms that experience temperatures and pressures that your mind cannot model. Atoms that were part of a thermonuclear explosion so vast that it took years for the light to escape the debris cloud. And then you were born, and you put on those atoms like clothes. You walk around wearing the violence of the cosmos. Your body is a memorial to stellar death. Every cell in your body is made of the last gasp of a star. Every thought you have is produced by atoms that only exist because a star exploded billions of years ago. If that star had not died, you would not be alive. If that explosion had not happened, you would not exist. The cosmos had to break to make you. So what does this mean? You are the universe becoming aware of itself. That is not a metaphor. That is the literal truth. The atoms that make your brain, the ones that fire when you think, that remember, that wonder, those atoms were part of the early universe. They were scattered by supernovae. They were incorporated into stars. They became part of planets. And then, through an incredibly unlikely series of events, they were arranged in a pattern complex enough to think. The universe is not looking down at you from above. It is not separate from you. You are the universe. A small part of it, yes. An incomprehensibly tiny piece of it, yes. But genuinely you. The atoms that are reading these words right now are a sample of the entire cosmos. A representative sample, compressed into a human-sized container. When you breathe, you are exchanging atoms with the atmosphere. When you eat, you are incorporating matter from other living things. When you die, your atoms will be scattered. Some will go into the soil. Some will be absorbed by plants. Some will become part of other animals. Some will drift into the air. And billions of years from now, if a new star has not already destroyed those atoms in the heat of nuclear fusion, they might become part of something else. This is not death in the way we usually think of death. It is transformation, continuation. Your atoms will outlive you. They will outlive the human race. They might outlive the Earth. Most of them will probably outlive the Sunday. And they will be incorporated into new forms, new patterns, new consciousnesses, perhaps billions of years from now, in some unimaginable future. This is what it means to be made of stardust. It does not mean you are made of dead things. It means you are made of things that are transforming, things that are recycled, things that will never truly end. The atoms that compose you now will never disappear. They will just become something else. The ancient Stoics understood this. They called it the eternal cycle. They said that all matter is eternal, that it is only form that changes. And they were right. The atoms are eternal. Only you, the pattern, is temporary. Only this arrangement is fragile and brief. But the material is forever. And the material is cosmic. When you feel small, and you should, sometimes remember that you are not separate from the scale. You are part of it. Your atoms have been to places you cannot imagine. They have experienced temperatures and pressures and forces that would destroy anything alive. And they survived. They survived because atoms do not die in any human sense. They transform. They endure. They become part of new things. You are made of survivors. Every atom in your body survived the Big Bang. Survived the first seconds of the universe when conditions were so extreme that nothing could exist. Survived being inside stars. Survived supernovae. Survived the formation of planets. Survived 4.5 billion years of cosmic radiation and chaos. These atoms made it through everything, and now they are part of you. You are heir to billions of years of survival. You are carrying forward the most resilient matter in the universe. Matter that has been forged in the deepest fires and scattered across the vastest distances. Matter that has been tested in ways that human engineering cannot replicate. Matter that proved, over and over again, that it could endure. And for a moment, this ancient, enduring matter has become aware. It is aware right now because of you. For the first time, in at least this corner of the universe, matter has learned to think. It has learned to question. It has learned to reach out toward other minds. It has created art. It has imagined futures. It has looked up at the stars and asked where it came from. And the answer is, it came from there, from that exact place. The atoms in your brain were born in the infernos of stellar cores, and scattered by cosmic explosions. And now they are asking about themselves. The universe is studying itself through your eyes. This is not insignificant. You might feel small. You might feel insignificant. Billions of stars in billions of galaxies, and you are just one person on one planet around one star. The universe does not care about you. It does not know you exist. It cannot know. The universe is too vast, and too old, and too indifferent to notice any individual anything. But that does not make you insignificant, because significance is not measured in size. It is not measured in how much of the universe you occupy. Significance is in the transformation. Significance is in the pattern. Significance is in the fact that billions of years of cosmic history have led to this moment, where these particular atoms are arranged in this particular way, having this particular thought. For billions of years, you did not exist. The atoms that would become you were scattered across the cosmos. And then, through an improbable convergence of events, you came together. And for a brief time, a handful of decades in a universe that is billions of years old, you will think and feel and wonder. And then you will come apart. Your atoms will drift away, but they will not cease to exist. They will become part of other things, other patterns, other arrangements of matter. And somewhere, billions of years from now, if the universe lasts that long, those atoms might become part of something else that thinks, something that wonders, something that looks up at the stars and questions where it came from. And you will be part of that answer. Not as a ghost, not as a spirit, not as anything supernatural, but as atoms. Atoms that were part of you. Atoms that learned to think for a moment in a universe that is mostly dead and silent and dark. That is what it means to be the aftermath of stellar explosions. It means that you are not separate from the cosmos. You are not an accident that happened to occur in an indifferent universe. You are the universe's way of becoming aware of itself. You are the cosmos arranged in a pattern that can think. And for a brief moment, you can ask where you came from. And now you know. You came from the death of stars, from the violence of supernovae, from billions of years of cosmic processes and transformations. You are made of the ancient universe. You are carrying forward matter that is as old as time itself. And you are the universe, asking what it is. The light from those distant stars, the dead stars, the ones that made your atoms that light is still traveling. It is still moving through the darkness. And somewhere, it is hitting an eye. Somewhere, it is creating a moment of awareness. Somewhere, the universe is still learning about itself through the consciousness of matter. You are that moment. And when you die, and your atoms scatter, you will become part of the next moment. The cycle will continue. It has been going on since the beginning. It will go on long after you are gone. Stars will keep dying. Atoms will keep being scattered. New patterns will keep forming. The universe will keep becoming aware of itself, over and over again, across billions of years. You are just one note in an infinite cosmic symphony. But you are here. You are aware. And for this brief, impossible moment, the universe is conscious of itself through you. And that is enough. End.